Welcome back to talk about Ace characters for 90 hours. Now we're going to be going into the investigation games. Do I have a bald spot? What is that? What is that? I'm bald, dude. Okay, anyway, so these are the two Miles Edgeworth investigation games. So, once again, to clarify, as I do every episode, just because I am talking about a character within this game doesn't mean that I'm not going to spoil the entire Ace Attorney series, right? I'll be talking about these characters in all the games that they were in. Although that doesn't really apply to this one, because they're only in the two games. Except for Gregory Edgeworth, I guess. Also, another thing is that, the collection, the remakes are coming out in like over a month, and so just to clarify that this is recorded and uploaded before those collections came out, so before the official English translation of Investigations 2 came out. So for the sake of consistency, even though we know like basically the main characters' names in the official translation, but for the sake of consistency, I'm just going to go with the fan translation, their names, while discussing my list, my tier list, whatever. Anyway, is that all? Yeah, sure, why not? Yeah, that's basically everything. Okay, so let's just start with Kay Faraday. Firstly, let me actually make sure that doing recording stuff. Okay, yeah. So Kay Faraday. Throughout my first playthrough, I felt like that she wasn't like, she was fine in my first playthrough. I liked her, but she wasn't incredible until I played the game several other times, and I figured out how actually hilarious she is, and that I thought the Great Thief shtick got old, but throughout several other playthroughs, not at all. Kay Faraday is like a very cheerful, joyful person that like completely conflicts with Edgeworth's personality. Interesting as shit. So in that case, yeah, I'm putting her in S tier, 100%. Gonna judge, look at me on camera, on a clavier. I don't think it's on a clavier. If they bring back Kay Faraday, then maybe. But actually, no, yeah, I'll keep her there for now. Yeah, Kay Faraday is just like a joy just to watch, and her whole thing with her father being like the successor to the Galagratu, and also her being like the Promise Notebook. Like that's some of my favorite parts of those games, and how wholesome that is. So yeah, obviously the biggest part is whenever she does lose her memories. That's easily like the most jarring thing that these games have ever done. Is like Kay Faraday just comes in and it's completely like the opposite of a personality. She just seems like a normal person, and she's just having panic attacks. Like it's just like it very much like destroys your heart whenever you watch those scenes, and especially the song that plays with it is very heartbreaking. Which I believe I discussed during my tier list of the cases and how Forgotten Turnabout. I think I put Forgotten Turnabout in A tier, mainly because of Karen, but that's it. So yeah, that's Kay Faraday. I have nothing else to say about her. She's good. I'd be the best character in these games. Alright, Jock Portsman. Jock Portsman is like a whatever type of guy. Yeah, I do like his like dude type of persona. I do like his dude type of persona, but that's basically it. Worse than Lada. Good job. I literally have nothing else to say. even though he's like a part of the smuggling ring and a part of the overall plot, he's just a dude, you know. He's just kind of a throwaway ace to the character. So basically, it's like the most middle of the road you can get with Jack Portsman. Buddy Faith, basically the same thing. In terms of like a victim, he's like a fucking yeah, in front of the main Lutus. Yeah, because I mean, he did confront a Jack Portsman, got shot. Oopsies. But that's basically it. I don't know, you know, yeah, right there. Actually, right there. Okay, actually, no, right there. Okay, that's it for Buddy Faith. I have nothing to say about him. Rhoda De Niro. The only thing with Rhoda De Niro that I like is her like suitcases, like that bit. That's like the only part that I like actually do like. Otherwise, she's just fine. Then in Jack Portsman, I actually I'll put her right there. Yeah, that makes sense. Otherwise, she's just whatever type of character. There's like some lines that she does, like as her how like professional she wants to appear type of thing. That can be kind of funny, but other than that, it's just that the idea that she buys her own products so that it seems like they are selling products. Alright. Zinc LeBlanc II can be quite annoying. His bits with like that 1 cent that he is correct, that type of thing, and how he is under the ideology that time is money and how obsessed he is over that. And he almost died by falling off the stairs. That's basically all I can. Like, I just like now played the games, so I can have like I can refresh my memory of these characters. And even though I did that, that's basically that all that comes to mind. Everything else is just I am mad about the movie wasn't playing when I wanted it to be playing. You're the killer, Edgeworth. Yeah, that's it. No, it's actually Rhoda De Niro that's a killer. You know, it's just like a kind of whatever detail. Yeah, honestly, right there. Yeah, let's put him there. He's not that good. Acme Hicks, also known as Byakuya Togami. He literally does nothing. He's just an Interpol agent that got. He's not that good at his job. Right there. Cammy Meal. Okay, we actually get to a good character in Investigations 1. What are you looking at? Actually, a good character in Investigations 1. She's actually funny. Like whenever she turns into her diva mode, you know, she like switches over. That could be that's pretty cool. The only thing that like I don't think it's like all too good is her motivations. But other than like it's not interesting enough. Like her motivations make sense, but it's not like something crazy. It's just like, oh shit, there's a cop. It's kind of like what Richard Wellington's motivation was. Oh shit, there's a cop, you know, type of thing. I'll put it there. No. Yeah, but Gael Dune. Yeah. It's just all she's up there based on her personality and her interactions with like Edgeworth. So yeah, I'll just put it there. Alright, Shilon Lane. Now we get to another main character. Shilon Lane, even after playing these games again, I do like him a lot more, and like understand how he was like just like trying to protect the name of his family and how important that is. And like what I don't think that they really do go into too much is why he hates prosecutors, which I know why, is because it plays the best, but they don't like flesh that out too much. That's the only thing with Shilon Lane that I'm a little bit iffy on. But I don't think I'll put him in S tier. I'll put him in high A. Maybe highest A. The highest A. Congratulations, Shilon. Like, you are the highest A. Yes, you are. Yeah, because that like small detail, and like they could have pushed him a little bit further. Because the interactions with him is that like, yeah, I want to prevent crime as much as possible, so I'm gonna arrest all the suspects. You know, yeah, and like how like understanding he is. He's like very he's not stubborn at all. He's just like kind of a cool dude that like understands, like he like actually gives Edgeworth a chance, and like you know, that stuff is kind of admirable for him to do. But other than that, yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm gonna keep him there. I don't think I got anything else. Oh yeah, of course, his like loyalty to his subordinates, and like how much of a like I like, you know me. I like people that like look tough but are inside a big softie. So come into play a bit later. You know, I like those type of characters, and Lane does fall in within those boundaries. I know, God, we're gonna get into this. Kid that ton about characters. Alright, Ernest Amino, which I will say is the best character in the kid that turned about. The best new character, rather. Even so, he's still C tier. The only thing that I like is just like his now. Hold up there for a second. I am babe here. That my son might have killed somebody, but I bought the place, so you can investigate. You know, that type of insanity is what I really like from Ace Attorney games. But that's basically it. That's actually a pretty decent placement for him. Yeah, I'll put him there. Because, yeah, his whole idea as a character is very Ace Attorney-esque. But other than that, he just kind of made the case last longer than it should have been. He's the reason why that whole like last quarter or whatever of the case even happened. Alright, we're going to Lance Amino. Alright, Lance Amino is absolutely an F tier. He's absolutely terrible. He's one of the worst characters in the series, obviously. He is such a horrible culprit. He's like, it's just like, nothing feels good about going against this guy because he's just pathetic, you know? He's just a pathetic person that whenever we do, like, finally catch him in the act, his, like, breakdown is just, he just cries, you know? It's just like, oof. Good. Man, that's great. Also, like, his motivation of, like, stealing money from his dad, like, it's just, like, kind of stupid because it clearly shows that Ernest Amino would have just given him money. So I really do not like all of his actions. How much of a he's such a he was like sacrifices everybody, but also demands pity. It's just like, oh my god, he's just he's like the most annoying piece of trash I've ever conceived. Except for these two dudes. Yeah. So. I don't know if I said this before, but a lot of the victims would probably go in F tier, not because they're, like, awful, but because they're, like, so insignificant that you might even forget the names. But I'm reserving the F tier for, like, actually terrible characters in Ace Attorney, which, you know, congratulations, Lance Amino, for going in there. Colin Deveray, just like all I can think of is he's a ex-convict. I believe he was either the scapegoat for the smuggling ring, or he was actually like a part of the smuggling ring. I think it was a scapegoat, and then he escaped in order to hang out with his daughter, but he didn't want to tell her that he was the father. Okay, that tone about kind of sucks. Anyway, it's put him like, it's put him like, yeah, right there. Let's put him there. That's it. Basically, that's it. Yeah, that's all I have to say about Colin Devery. Lowen Pops as well is also pretty bad. I don't think she is as bad as Lance. She is like, the only thing is that her bit with her falling in love with Edgeworth, even though, oh, she already has a boyfriend type of thing, you know. But also, we just revealed that she possibly could have killed her own father, and it didn't seem like they really took that seriously. As they should, you know, they should like take that a bit seriously. Like, Edgeworth thinks he killed his own father, you know. Like, Dual Destinies thinks that they killed their own mother, you know. It just like, they take those situations a little bit seriously. But I feel like in this one, in this game, in this occasion, I can't even speak. Lowen Pops is like, I am sad. She's clearly sad and upset, but it's more like she's in denial, and she's like, nah, that was my father. No, actually, no. And then she finds out that, oh shit, that's actually my father. Oh well, you know, it's like there was like basically no impact at all with that reveal. So D tier. In fact, yeah. Put it next to Lisa Basil. Yeah. Alita, is she better than Alita Tiala? Maybe. Yeah. She's not better than Mo, but maybe better than Alita Tiala. Alright, Burn Faraday. He might be like a bit up there in terms of victims. Maybe he'll be in C tier, yeah. Yeah. Because he's like, he was part of the Yatagratsu. And like the idea of the Yatagratsu being the three people, and he was the prosecutor. That type of thing. I can't remember like why he I think he was onto you. Yeah. Because, you know, the plot and investigations can get a little bit complicated. I believe that Ben Faraday was onto you, and that's why you killed him. Because Ben Faraday found out that, oh, maybe, like, he had a piece of evidence that, like, proves that that maybe you was a mole that's working with smuggling something like that. I don't know. Anyway, the main thing is the Promise Notebook. I think it's a pretty cute moment, and so he stays there. Yeah. Bam. I'm confident in my decisions. Died man. Oh, wait, top best actually. All right, Macwell. Macwell is he's a guy that killed somebody. I believe he was also a scapegoat or something, but other than that, it was like, whatever. Congrats, you died. Should have looked for the security camera, man. Yeah. Anyway, I'll actually go to rank Dead Man, because of his name. He is a little bit higher. Right there. Congratulations, because of your name. Alright. Alright, Callisto Yu. Also known as Sheena. Is a pretty interesting villain that she's like an actual, like, sociopath. And drink water. What? Okay, I'm drinking water. No, I'm not. I'm making Kalista U. Kalista U is just the idea of how insane she is what's appealing to me. The twist that she's Sheena is pretty good, I think. It's not like the best twist that they've ever, or like the most surprising twist that they've ever done, but it's still a pretty good twist nonetheless. So yeah, good job, Kalista U. The breakdown's pretty insane. Yeah, she just wants to watch the world burn, you know, in burn Faraday, by killing Burn Faraday. I don't think she's an S tier, obviously, but I think that she's an A tier, yeah. Yeah, I would say that's a pretty good spot for her. Yeah. It's just that she's a very, like, entertaining character to watch. It's basically it. I have nothing else. I have nothing else for her. She's just a sinister person. And, once again, she's entertaining to watch. Alright, if you want me to say more, then shut up. I got nothing to say to you. Alright. Tyrell Bad. That's right. Easy ass dude, dude. Freaking, he's like easily one of the coolest characters in the series, dude. Better than the Judge, yeah. I'll put him there. Actually, such a Chad dude. He's just like very intimidating. Like those scenes that he has in Turn About Remembrance. Remembrance. No. Turn About fuck. What is it? What is it? Turn About. Not Renaissance. Reminiscence. Whenever he's like talking to like Child K and like he's like being the pretty cool dude. He's like, oh yeah, K. He was like money for like stuff, whatever. You know, like just like him being like a parent in front of with K, being like a chill uncle dude. Pretty cute scenes. Him in the Inherited Turnabout is also pretty good. How he's just like completely abandoned by Von Karma, and so he just takes. He's like, hey, Von Karma, you're not even my boss. You're not bossing me around. You're not letting me do anything, so I'm just gonna do whatever I want. His theme song's pretty lit. And him being also a member of the other crowd too, and how like noble he is, how much of it like an actual good person he is. It's just like every time he shows up, like everybody, I'm like, everybody shut up. Tyrell Bad is on the screen right now, so we're gonna listen to what he has to say. So I don't think anybody can disagree that Tyrell Bad is an easy S tier. Many coaching, looking like a fucking zombie right here. Kind of saddening that we don't get to like actually talk to him and like get to know him a little bit better, because he just seems like a corrupt politician kind of guy that just, you know, killed somebody. Yeah, I mean, why did like the smuggler mean like I like order Manny Cochin to go and kill CCU? Like, why did they ask him out of anybody else? Was he like an actual like professional assassin, or was he just like his office lunch break? So they just asked him. That part I don't get. But just like how much of a shady person he is, and like he was doing corrupt dealings, like put him there. No, put him there. How he was like causing, like he was ordering the second Yatagurato the second Master Mask to go and steal the primitive statue that he knows is real, and so that they have a claim to become the leader of Cordopia whenever they reunite, whatever. Political stuff, that type of thing. He was like dealing in very shady stuff, whatever. So that's why I'm just gonna put him in detail. I just wish we got to talk to him more before he died. Alright, Calais Polano is a pretty chill dude. He gives us like free tickets to go to the ball, and he was like very interested in like the tourism type of thing, and like even doing the in-game, like the credit scene, he's like, oh, we're like doing a bunch of shows based on the events of Turnabout of Blaze. But he's pretty much a middle of the road type of guy. But I'll still put him in B tier because he's kind of a cool dude. He's cool. Oh, I don't know if he's better than Cameron. I'll put him there, because he's a pretty cool dude. He's a pretty cool dude. So I'll put him there. And there's instances where like Kokusawa was like, oh, I'm getting out of here, And Calais Polano's like, oh, what about friendship as countries, trying to do a bit of diplomacy type of thing. That's it. That's all. I don't have a lot to say about Investigation 1's characters, but other than Calais Polano's good. Goodish. Above average. Take it or leave him. Kokusawa, obviously infamous for not shutting the fuck up, and also extraterritorial rights. But I still think that he's like not high, but B tier, because of how like he's using every possible measure to get out of the situation, which, I mean, it does make sense, I believe, from what I can recall. That, like, oh, well, you can't arrest me. Oh, you can't prove that I didn't watch all the show. I went to the bathroom. There was I just peeked into the dressing room to see if Susan's in there, and I'd be like, oh, hey, Susan. Oh, no, there's no Susan in here. Instead, there was the name of the move that I missed on the board, and so I'm like, oh, that must be the move that they're gonna do, whatever, it's just like every possible avenue. Probably shouldn't have taken 2 hours to kill him, but he is very much the final boss of all final bosses, of all legendary final bosses. I still think he still had, maybe he has 6 testimonies. I still thought he had 4, but maybe he does have 6. Which is the most that anybody has. Usually people will have 4. And usually in investigation games, people will just have 2. Because I believe that even Simon Keys had 4. And that was like spread across like an hour, but Simon Keys was like enjoyable to go through. Well, Kokusawa, because Simon Keys was the Joker, while Kokusawa is just a stubborn old man. Anyway, I'm putting there. Yeah. Up on them. Turnabout Blaze is just it just goes on for too long. I don't think it's like the things that were wrong with it or because of Kokusawa. It was just, Kokusawa is just using all the power that he has. Even when he gets all of his power revoked by Lane, he's still like kind of a smart guy. But that's it. Yeah, alright. Oh, alright, we gotta talk about second Yadagratu. Fuck, this is second Master Mask. I believe his name is Kashin Now. Like Cashin Now. Like something like that. He's dead, whatever. Whatever, but right there. That's all. We have nothing on this guy. We know nothing about this guy. Yeah, we know nothing about this guy. Alright. So, now we're going to Investigations 2, which I think is a significantly better game. it's not a surprise that Investigations 1 is the worst ace attorney game. Because I played the Layton crossover. I don't think it's a worse Ace Attorney game. It's a good Layton game, but it's a not that good Ace Attorney game. But still, I think the Investigations, in terms of the main series, the canon series, is probably the worst one. But it's still good. That's the worst one. But Investigations 2, very good, but very good characters. Some of them not so much. But let's start with Justine Courtney. Alright, Justine Courtney, which, I mean, yeah, she could get a bit annoying in the first 2 cases that she's in, of how much she is opposing Edgeworth, and, you know, but I still think that whatever she says, yeah, Edgeworth could be doing stuff illegally, or yes, Edgeworth could be, doesn't have actual rights to investigate a crime scene. All she's saying is correct, even though, you know, all she's doing is just to get the Blaze the best. Yeah. But even, like, the stuff that people say that she's annoying for, I think that she still has the right to say those things because they make sense, you know. If what they're saying doesn't make sense, then yeah, I'm on board. They say, like, what the fuck are you doing? Get out of here. But, and obviously Justine Courtney comes through in The Forgotten Turnabout when she does accuse Blaze the Best, and the scene where, with her and Edgeworth in the detention center. Those are pretty good. But I think even more is whenever John Marsh comes into play and how much of a protective mother she is. Just really shows, you know, the kind of person that she is and how she switches, not really switches, but like how, in fact, the opposite. If she doesn't switch at all between her intimidating judge persona and her mother persona are basically the same thing, which I think it's quite funny. Yeah, I think underrated. I'm putting her S tier. Better than bad. Better than Vancouver. In fact, I'm gonna put K up. Yeah, actually, yes. Better than Dahlia. Better than Kristoff? I don't know. Maybe. I'll figure that out. Maybe fucking K Faraday will take over everybody. Alright. I have nothing else to say about Justine Courtney. She's very cool. Alright, Sebastian's the best. Also can be seen as annoying, but I didn't really find him annoying. I just found him, you know, just a bit of a goofball, a bit of a doobus, a bit of a dummy, and that's like kind of the point. I found him actually very hilarious, even throughout my first playthrough, before I knew what was actually going on with Sebastian. But if the Forgotten Turnabout and the Grand Turnabout didn't exist, then probably he would be like an A tier. But with those two in mind, he is actually a fantastic character. Better than Courtney, yeah. Better than Clavier? Yes. Better than Marion God. Better than Damon Gant? No. Damon Gant has like a... Yeah, Damon Gant has like an overpowering persona, and Sebastian, maybe if Sebastian shows up in Ace Attorney 7, then maybe he would be like higher. But just like having somebody like basically all these characters are like, I want to appeal to my dad because I want to make them proud by doing what they do. Doesn't always work out, especially if it's Sebastian. Just like, yeah, it's very clear that that Blaze is like an abusive father to him, and like his whole demeanor really does showcase that. Sebastian's demeanor, I mean, which makes him like a very pitiable character, which makes it all the better whenever he does come into court and takes down Blaze the Best with his own logic. I think it's just like and like the logic chess against him is like some of the most depressing thing that they've ever done. It's such a like somebody on like literally on about to go into a mental breakdown. I just yeah, that scene is fantastic. Made me cry several times. Especially when Edward, like the first thing that you could possibly say is your entire life has been a failure. Which I really hope they keep those options in the remake. Just like Edgeworth, like you could say, like the nice thing, like the absolute worst possible thing to people. Anyway, yeah. Sebastian the Best, he is the best. He's not really the best character because Faraday's the best character so far. But you know. All right, Gregory Edgeworth. Let's see here. Because like the one case that we get Gregory in, it's fantastic. You know, Gregory's Atticus Finch personality is quite endearing and amazing to watch, especially, you know, we hear about Gregory Edgeworth all the time, and then we finally get to play as him, right? I'm just trying to think of whether I want to put him in S tier or an A tier. I'm gonna put him low S. I'm gonna put him like, yeah, right there. Yeah. It's also very genius of how Gregory knew that Von Karma, like he knew that Von Karma was obviously going to take some evidence. So he like prepared like the story of how he was able to leave a mark on his record, which I think like how they wrote the narrative turnabout was very genius given what they were given. And in Turnabout Goodbyes is that like Von Karma has been a prosecutor for 40 years and he has never lost, but he only has one mark, like one dent, one violation in his career, and that was given to him by Gregory Edgeworth. So like we start to think, how could Von Karma have like let his guard down one time for like false evidence? If he fakes evidence every case, there's bound to be a lot more instances of him getting caught. But instead, but the actual circumstance was that Von Karma did not know what was happening because he didn't know what the body was. It was actually like kind of like Blaze the Best's fault that Von Karma got that mark on his permanent record. So like I thought like how they wrote that was kind of genius. But back to Gregory, very smart character, very cool dude. You can like see like a bunch of Edgeworth within him, while also being a completely different person, right? It's kind of like once you see like if you see like the sprite of Gregory, you kind of understand who he is. Like Atticus Finch, that's what he is. So yeah. All right, Raymond Shields. Which I will take a drink. Give me a sec. You agree, don't you? She doesn't agree. Raymond Shields can be a little bit controversial because of how touchy he can be. Although I think that all of his, like, most of his dialogue is just him fucking around. He's just like joking all the time, and like that's what the joke is that this guy is not serious at all. And the moments where he is serious, like they turn off the music and he's like, Miles, you need to fucking focus right now, alright? Because we're in a shitty situation right now. Which that part, those parts are pretty good. Once again, it's probably like the inherited turnabout. It's where he shines the most. Both as like an apprentice to Gregory. How much he's like into how much he's into like Jeff Master and Captain Hall's show. Kind of adorable. But him as an adult, I don't think like any time that he asks for like a hug, he's like not serious at all. He's like he kind of wants to be the butt of the joke, so that he could take like the seriousness of a scene down, like the tone down. Because even when he does get a hug from like Patricia Rowland, he's like, "Oh fuck, dude, I did not expect that actually." In fact, you know what? It would be kind of symbolic if I put them together. I was thinking, is he better than Valiant? I don't know if he's better than Valiant. But yeah, once again, like, if you are a pretty cool dude, and you're funny, and you have a good theme song, and you're pretty important to the plot, you're gonna be an S tier, alright? That's kind of how it's gonna work, alright? Yeah, nothing else with Raymond. Did you win? Which I believe is a pun on did you win? I believe that's what it is. Did you win? Even though there are two of them, one of them is a body double and one of them is the real one. I'm gonna say that this is the body double. No. Oh shit. Because the real one's actually very cool, especially when Dogen like confronts him for the SS5 incident. There's so many numbers. The SS5 incident, I believe. Whenever Dogen confronts him, he's like still like, I'm fine with dying right now. I just want to see my son, which I think that's pretty badass for him to do. So I'm gonna put him in A tier. If we're combining the body double and also his real self, then yeah. A guy who is, you know, the body double of the president who wants to become the president, so he kills the president and then takes his place. That's pretty ace-attorney, I would say. Actually, I was fine with that placement. Yeah, I'll put him there. Okay, Ethan Brooke. He just knew that. Did he know? I mean, the only thing we know about him is that the president went to him for like a fake assassination. And he was like, "Hey, let's do the fake assassination plan." And Brooke is like, "No." That's basically it. So he, teacher, goodbye. No, better than, Bruce is better. Okay, Horace Knightley, let's see, I think Horace Knightley's good. That's it. I'll probably put him, that's literally all I have. And then Cookies. Yes. Yes. No. Yeah. I'll put him there. Yeah, I like, there's like not a lot of stuff I could say about him, but there's not anything bad I can say about Horace Knightley. His cool Inspect Weapon CSGO animations are pretty good. That's it. Yeah, that's literally all I can say about him. I have nothing else to say about Horace Knightley. He's just a guy who killed another guy and went to prison, and then he played chess with the wrong person. He thought he was playing chess with Simon Keith, but he wasn't. Oopsies. yeah, that's basically it. That's literally, I have nothing else to say about him. After stuff, is this like the most middle of the road guy ever? No. You just said that about Jock Portsman. This guy's like, Horse Langley is like the middle of the road in terms of good character, you know? Well, Jock Portsman is like middle of the road character of all time. So, hopefully that puts into perspective all you Horace Knightley fans. Nicole Swift, which I feel like the big question with Nicole Swift is she better or is she worse than Lotta Hart? Because Lotta Hart completely destroys her credibility as a character whenever Turnabout Blaze shows up, and Turnabout Blaze, the Grand Turnabout shows up, and she's just like all back in on Buzilla and Gordy, which like isn't that what her arc was the first 3 games? Is that she was going to become a more respected journalist? But no, kind of went away from that. The one thing with Nicole Swift is that there was an instance where she has information on the kidnapping of a child, and she did not. She was willing to withhold that information from Edgeworth, which that's pretty terrible, you know. Which I usually wouldn't deduct some points from a character for doing something evil. But Nicole Swift is not being portrayed as evil, you know. She's just Lotta Hart, but worse. If it was just Nicole for the first case, for Turnabout Target, then yeah, maybe she'll be higher than Lotta. But because of her subsequent showings, I think it's just like Lotta has tainted her, made her worse. Yeah, so I'm gonna put her down here, right there, you know. Yeah, sadly, give it up. She was good in Turnabout Target, but the rest of it, she was kind of terrible. Lotta Hart is good in Turnabout Goodbyes, and then she was good for the return case 2-2. I can't think of the name of that. Reunion and Turnabout. She's good in that. But that's it. So yeah, essentially what I'm saying is Nicole Swift is worse than Lotta Hart. Alright, good. Goody. Oh shit, we're getting into fucking bad characters. Why are we doing that? Alright, Karen Jensen. Karen Jensen is not that good either. I'll keep it there for a second. The only thing is with her involvement as an accomplice to the killing of Joe Crane. And that's it. That's the only thing, because although I do like the slapstick comedy that her and her grandma has, in fact, I'm gonna bring them together. Bonnie Young and Karen Jensen, they're gonna be in the same place. Yeah, and then they were just blackmailed by a Blaze, but that's essentially it. Yeah. So I'm gonna put them. Where am I gonna put them? I'll put them behind. No. Yes. No. No. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Yes. Yeah, let's put them there. Bonnie Young's better because she's an old woman and she is a sassy young old woman. It was young, but you know. Yeah. Okay. Jay Elbert. I think his dynamic with Rocky the polar bear is pretty cute. Everybody loves Rocky. The movie as well. The movie's pretty good. But yeah, I would say he's like a B2 character. I'll say that. I'll say that. Oh yeah, a B2 character. Put him there. Yeah, I call yeah. Yeah, I'll put him there. Yeah. Put him back there. Yeah, you know, yeah. Let's go with that. His escape plan. The video of him being attacked, quote unquote, by Rocky is pretty hilarious. Him being found out by Rocky in like the guard uniform is pretty funny. That's it. Pretty good ace-attorney character. That's all I have for him. Dude trying to break out of jail and just keeps on getting caught up. Good. Alright, Simon Keys. Alright. Let's see here. I think I'll put Simon in S tier. Yeah, because his whole motivation and like the whole, if it was just Simon Keys is not the mastermind, then he'd probably be in like B tier, right? Maybe C tier, right? But like his motivations, the fact that he's Dan Gustavia's son, and like a Horace Knightley kidnapped him, like all that, and then he gets abandoned by his father, put into an orphanage. At the orphanage, he witnesses a presidential assassination, but helps the assassin out because he's the one that saved him from dying to Horace Knightley. And then, you know, just like all the circumstances around Simon Keys is like so insane. And that moment where it all comes together, where we find out that Isaac Dover is the father of Knightley, so that we immediately think, oh shit, his best friend is Simon Keys, that type of thing. And like all that comes crashing in, and you realize who the mastermind is. The very high point in my game. And then we go to Simon Keys and we find out that he's the Joker. He is the clown. And the entire circus. Yeah, it's just and like, I'm glad that the takeaway as well for like the ending there is that Simon Keys became that because of how corrupted the law was. If Blaze the Best was a chill, nice guy, then Simon Keys wouldn't be like this. So yeah, definitely higher. I'll keep him there for now. So yeah, and also I think that Simon Keys has the best breakdown in the series. It's very well animated, and especially him like going back to his youth and how he was like traumatized that his father just abandoned him, and then he gets punched by a gorilla. Alright, Patricia Rowland, which, yeah, her involvement in like the kidnapping, the murder of the president, it's pretty impactful. But other than that, she's like, I'm not keeping it there, by the way. What am I saying? Like her being completely paranoid that Dogen will like kill her or reveal her secret, you know. Like the paranoia, and also being a like a warden of a jail, that could be interesting. But I just think that like her personality and is just like kind of April May-ish, but I'll put her in B, but put her in there. Yeah, that actually makes sense to me. Because all she did in the imprisoned turnabout was, you know, once again, out of paranoia, she killed Knightley because she thought she was manipulated by Simon Keys. And that's it. I have nothing else. I have nothing else to say anymore. For the rest of my life, I won't say anything. She just rolled her eyes at me. It was a pretty bad joke, I know. Alright, Siohan Dogan. I don't think he's as cool as the killer. I still think he's pretty cool. I'm gonna put him like fucking right there. Yeah. The main thing that pops out to me is that you know, he's a blind assassin that uses a dog to kill people, but then he's also like kind of a retired assassin. That he's like, you know what? I'm pretty fine with staying in jail. You know, killing people. Kind of cringed now, so oh well, I'll just stay here. And he's like content with it. And he's like, oh, but hold on, let me go find Simon Keys. So I can find out who Simon Keys is. Type of thing. Yeah, essentially it. With Dogan. I have nothing else about Dogan. Cool guy. If you're a cool guy, you get bumped up the list. Congratulations. And Anubis, cool dog. Put it with the dog. Good dog. Alright, Jeffrey Master. Ooh. Nah, I was gonna say, is this a guy in S tier character? No, he's probably gonna be an A tier character. Such a depressing story of how somebody who is completely innocent of a crime is just stuck in jail for 18 years? Yeah, 18 years? Yeah, I think it's been 18 years. And that's like, oh my god, dude. And whenever he like shows up and whenever he's like old and has white hair and has wrinkles all over his face and he's got like those his eyes are just like he hasn't slept in like 72 hours. It's like, oh my god, dude. It's so depressing. And especially that this guy is like a very jovial opera singer. Likes to cook things, and he's like a very nice guy, and it's like, you know what, I'm gonna keep him there, yeah. It's just the story of a tragedy, that's what that is. Okay, alright, Catherine Hall. Every time I play the game, I like Catherine Hall a lot more. The idea, yeah, you know what, is she better than Jeffrey Master? Oh my god. I don't know. But yeah, because she's the reason that Jeffrey Master was suspected, as Dane Gustavia said. But she was trying to protect him. Yeah, because she didn't know what the motivation of the killer was. She just found the body in Jeffrey Master's room. So she thought that, Jeffrey Master had done it, or somebody was suspecting Jeffrey Master. I don't know if she knew that Jeffrey Master did it. I don't think she did that. I don't think she suspected that. Honestly, yeah. 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 Also, she would go see Jeffrey Master every single day that he was in jail. Like the amount of support that she gave to him is because she like considered him like a father figure. And then now she's the one in jail, and Jeffrey Master's watching it over her. And I think that's quite poetic. Stop tampering with crime scenes, people. Don't do that. It's not cool. Dan Gustavia, a pretty evil man, but that's basically all he is. He's like he's just an awful person. Which, I mean, we have Von Karma, who is nothing but an evil person. We have Gustav Gavin, who is nothing but an evil person, right? But it's kind of different for Dan Gustavia, because he just does it because all he cares about is himself. Which, I mean, yeah, that works for these two people. But he's kind of like in their face about it. Like there's not like a mystery surrounding him, like with Christoph. He's just like just a bad dude. Bad dude goes here. Bad dude goes there. Just like because of how much he basically started the entire series. That's what. Well, no, he didn't, because it was Isaac Dover who started the entire series, and he kind of defended himself. I think that's what it was. Yeah, it was self-defense, wasn't it? Because Isaac Dover like attacked him first. But we still don't know if that's true. But they showed a flashback, so it's gotta be true. Yeah, because of how big his impact is and how he started the entire Ace Attorney series, we'll put him in A tier, right there. Okay, Isaac Dover also, once again, probably. Who do I have as the best victim? Seems like I have Von Kurita as the best victim. Is that true? No, I have Glenn Alec as the best victim. Yeah, I think that Isaac Dover is better than that. I think Isaac Dover is probably the best victim because of like just like the immediate twist of, you know, that he was the one that like broke the deal and he was the bad guy. That's it. Alright, Delicia Scones. Every time she's not there, but every time I play it, you know, the first time I played the games, I did not like her at all. I thought she was annoying. I'm like, what are you doing here? You're not even a baker. You're just a pharmacist. You're just spoiling the competition just by being here. But then as I like play it again and again, like it turned from not liking her to thinking she's mid. So I'm putting her right there. Yes, we're putting her there. I literally have nothing else to say about Delicia Scones because like nothing about her character like is like incredible to me. So that's why I probably put her there. It's just that she's just there, you know, and she's just causing havoc because of like who she is. Yeah, she just lets her impulses conduct her and make her go and eat Jeff Masters' set. Yeah, she's pretty average. Okay, Joe Crane wanting to get revenge for the death of Jack Cameron, James Cameron. That's it. She wanted to kill Blaze the Best. Failed. It kind of sucks at killing people. Do better. Right there. Right there. Yes. Okay. Blaze the Best. I don't think I'll put him in S tier because it's kind of odd because Dan Gustavia is pure evil, while also Blaze the Best is pure evil. It's just that probably, yeah, Blaze the Best is just much more entertaining to watch. That's it. Yeah, that's gotta be it. Yeah, better than Callisto U. There we go. That's probably a good placement for him. His absolute hatred for Sebastian and how much he like knows about how the law works and how he can corrupt it. You know, how much of a corrupted person he is, and like he like showcases how twisted the law is, because he's the head of the law. And he was also the guy that gave Thug Karma his strike. It's kind of insane to think that he has lines in Ace 21. This is a scene where Von Karma is talking to the chief prosecutor at the time, which was him. And he's like, "Oh, Von Karma made a loopsie. It's gonna be on your record. Don't make an oopsie." So yeah, I don't think I have to say much about Blaze the Best, because it's kind of obvious why he is high, and it's just like because he's Blaze the Best. Alright, we're gonna go to John Mush. John Mush, I'll also put an A here. Even though, yeah, he was in Inherited Turnabout, like, he was just there. he didn't do much. He was just a background character. If he was in much more, then maybe I'll put him higher. A kid who... Yeah, I'll put him there. A kid who wants to appear tough, but looks like a child, like an elementary school student, but he's like 2 years older than an elementary school student. All right. He's like a cool kid. He's a freaking BA, man. Don't call me a kid. I'm an adult. All right. It was also pretty chill about getting kidnapped. You know, the screenshot of, you know, Kay and Gumshoe leading John out is like, he was pretty chill. He was like calling his mom, like, yeah, I got kidnapped. Whatever, man. And you know, the scenes that he like obviously is like defending his mother is like kind of heartwarming, kind of. It's only a little bit heartwarming. But yeah, that's it with John Mush. Good job, John. Maybe we show up later. All right, Jack Cameron, another victim. He's there. He dies. He sees a presidential assassination. Shouldn't have done that. Should have looked behind you. See the same guy that got killed. Dummy. Right there. Right there. Good job. Good job, Jack Cameron. You have died. Alright, and that's basically it. That is the list so far of the Investigations games. Maybe I'll change my mind eventually. Probably once I'm done with all the characters, I would probably go through, like, just reading it. Seeing, maybe I'll, like, cut it out of me, like, looking at my tier list and seeing if there's any small changes I would like to make. But overall, I think what we have is pretty accurate to what my thinking is. If you have any issues with my list, leave them in the comments. I'll try to defend myself and call you in the idiot. Yeah. Anyway, stay tuned for next time. I'm going to be doing Dual Destinies. Look forward to that video in 7 months. Bye-bye.